Your brain is rotting right now. Not metaphorically, scientists just proved it. In 2024, Oxford declared brain rot the word of the year. Everyone laughed it off as a joke, a meme, something Gen Z says about watching too much TikTok. But in late 2025, the American Psychological Association did something nobody expected. They pulled together data from 71 separate studies, nearly 100,000 people, and they found the joke wasn't a joke at all. Your attention, your memory, your ability to sit still and think, all of it is being measurably rewired, and you're probably showing the symptoms right now without knowing it. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening inside your skull, why you can't stop scrolling even when you want to, and the part nobody talks about, how to actually undo it. This is not clickbait. This is a real study. Keep watching. Here's who's actually behind this. The American Psychological Association, the largest professional body of psychologists in the country, published a systematic review titled Feeds, Feelings, and Focus. It pulled data from 98,299 participants across 71 studies. That's not a TikTok influencer's opinion. That's one of the largest bodies of evidence ever assembled on this topic. The finding: the more short-form video someone watches, TikTok, Reels, Shorts, the worse their attention and impulse control tend to be. Across every age group they measured, kids, teens, adults, nobody was exempt. So let's break down exactly what's happening to you in 5 parts. Number 3 is the one most people have never heard explained correctly. Picture a 22-year-old college student. We'll call her Maya. Maya used to read a book a week. Now she can't get through a single chapter without checking her phone. She's not lazy. She's not just distracted. Something in her brain has actually changed. That's the pattern researchers kept finding across all 71 studies, the APA reviewed. The review specifically linked heavier short-form video use to poorer cognitive performance, weaker attention, weaker inhibitory control, meaning the ability to stop yourself from checking your phone even when you know you shouldn't. But here's what they don't tell you in the headlines. This wasn't one small study with 50 college students. This was a meta-analysis. That means researchers combined dozens of independent studies from around the world, most from Asia, with more from North America and Europe, to see if the same pattern showed up again and again. It did. Why does this matter to you? Because if you've ever sat down to read, or work, or have a real conversation, and felt your mind physically twitch toward your phone, that's not a willpower problem. That's a documented pattern showing up in tens of thousands of people just like you. The researchers were careful. This is correlation, not 100% proof of direct cause. But when the same result shows up in 71 different studies on 98,299 different people, it stops looking like a coincidence. Think about the last time you watched a 2-hour movie without touching your phone. If that feels hard now, you're not imagining it. Short-form video is engineered around one goal: never let you get bored, even for a second. A new video every 7 to 15 seconds. New joke, new song, new outrage, new dopamine hit. Your brain adapts to that pace. And once it adapts, everything's slower. Reading, studying, listening to a friend starts to feel unbearably boring by comparison. Sound familiar? Ever start a show and feel the urge to scroll during the slow parts? Researchers call this a kind of habituation. Your brain gets used to constant novelty, so anything that requires sustained, effortful focus feels harder than it used to. That's the mechanism behind why textbooks feel unreadable, why long emails feel exhausting, why you reach for your phone the second a conversation goes quiet. This is why you feel like you used to be able to focus, and now you can't. It's not nostalgia. It's a documented shift in how your brain processes pace and stimulation. Ever pick up your phone to check one notification and 40 minutes disappear? That's not an accident. That's the design. Here's the terrifying part. Every swipe on a short-form platform is a tiny gamble. You don't know if the next video will be boring or hilarious. That unpredictability is what keeps your brain's reward system engaged. It's the same mechanism behind slot machines. Your brain releases a small hit of dopamine, not when you get the reward, but when you're anticipating it. So the swipe itself becomes addictive, not just the content. Over time, that constant stimulation can push your baseline dopamine sensitivity down, meaning things that used to feel satisfying, like finishing a task or having a quiet moment, start to feel flat by comparison. That's part of why so many people describe feeling understimulated and restless the second their phone isn't in their hand. This is why you can't just use willpower to stop. You're not weak. You're fighting a feedback loop that was deliberately built to be hard to walk away from. You slept 8 hours. You still woke up foggy, unfocused, forgetful. Why? This is the one nobody connects to their phone. Late night scrolling doesn't just cost you sleep time. It can degrade sleep quality even when you get enough hours. Blue light delays melatonin release, and the emotional stimulation of your feed keeps your nervous system activated right when it should be winding down. Some 2025 research on screen use and brain structure has also pointed to associations between heavier screen time and changes in cortical thickness, the brain regions tied to memory and higher-level thinking, though scientists are still working out exactly how much of that is cause versus effect. Poor sleep quality is one of the most well-established causes of next-day memory problems and brain fog, so if you're waking up foggy despite enough sleep, your phone use the night before is a very plausible piece of that puzzle. This is why you forget why you walked into a room, why names slip your mind, why focusing at work feels like wading through mud by 2 p.m. Here's the good news. Researchers actually agree on, your brain is adaptable. The same plasticity that let short-form content rewire your attention can work in reverse. But here's the part everyone skips. The fix isn't delete every app and never look at your phone again. That doesn't stick for most people. What the research on digital breaks and attention training actually supports is more specific. 1. Build back long focus tolerance deliberately. Start with 20 uninterrupted minutes of reading or single tasking a day, no phone in the room. Increase gradually. 2. Add friction, don't rely on willpower. Move short-form apps off your home screen, log out after each use. Use grayscale mode. Anything that adds a few seconds of friction breaks the automatic reach habit. 3. Protect the hour before bed. Screens off or at minimum switch to something low stimulation to protect sleep quality and next-day memory. 4. Single task on purpose. Every time you resist checking your phone during a slow moment, you're retraining your tolerance for boredom, which is the actual muscle that's atrophied. None of this requires becoming a monk. It requires consistency, the same way rebuilding physical fitness does. This is why you can actually turn this around. The same studies that found the damage also point to it being reversible with sustained change. Not overnight, but real. So that's the full picture. What's happening in your brain, why you can't stop scrolling, and how to actually fix it. But there's something even stranger scientists have found recently. Your brain doesn't just lose focus from all this scrolling. In some cases, it starts creating memories of things that never actually happened. That's next. Subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss it.